Hi, good morning guys. Well, today I'll be showing you the car that I'll be driving in Australia. This is the first car that I'll be driving. So let's have a look. So here we have it. This is the Mini Cooper. It's not the special ES edition. This is just the regular powered down Mini Cooper. I'll show you a quick run around this car. It doesn't get the projector headlights. It's just the regular headlights. I think it's the halogen headlights. And the car just looks amazing. It's fantastic. This non-S version does not have the power to go with the looks of this vehicle, but the handling of this car is just amazing. So that's a Mini Cooper which we will be reviewing today, so stay tuned. This is the naturally aspirated 1.6 liter petrol engine. It produces around 122 bhp and 160 Newton meter of torque. It's pretty adequate. It's not fire breathing. You have hydraulics to lift the hood. So this is how the hood is. It's pretty lightweight, but still they've provided hydraulics to lift it. So the tires on the Mini are from a brand called Firestone. I do not know how good these brands are, but they are owned by Bridgestone. And the tire size is 175/65 R15. So these are 15-inch tires. Okay, now before we get to the interiors, this is how the key fob for the Mini looks like. Again, cute and of very good build quality. To open the car, you need to press this button. To open the passenger side door, you need to press it twice. And if you see the doors, it's actually frameless, so it's pretty cool. And there are no other buttons on the door pads. You have only one button to control the ORVMs. Let me show you that. So this is the only control that you get, and you get the door handle here. Yeah, and you got a speaker there. And it's a soft touch material here and here. Oh, it's soft touch here also. Oh, this is hard touch material. Oh, it's soft touch here. The Mini Cooper's interiors are really premium and it's of really high standards. So there's nothing to doubt in that. But there are some major quirks. For example, one major quirk is that they designed the gearbox in such a way that they put the indicators on the left side. So when you move the indicators, you'll never know what drive you're on, whether you're in drive, whether you're on rear or park, because it's hidden by the gear stick lever. This is actually a major con. Obviously you can find out in which gear you're in if you look at the trip meter. I'll show you. Yeah, so here you can see on what drive you're in. If you engage it, this is in reverse, D and neutral. Now if you're like me, I usually engage the gear in neutral or park mode while I'm standing at a stoplight, just to save the brake pads and reduce the wear on the transmission. So the mistake Mini Cooper have done is they just move the steering wheel from the left to the right. They forgot to turn the gear indicator from left to the right here. So this is something real that's funny, and I can't believe Mini Cooper did that. You can't actually see the gear indicator, but obviously you can see it in the trip meter over here. And another quirk with this car is the sun visor. These sun visors are very short and there's no way for you to extend these sun visors. That's it. This is as far as the sun visor goes. You can only use it to cover the front sunlight. And in the S variant of the Mini Cooper, you actually get sun visors even here. So that sun visor can be used to fold down like this and you won't be hit by the sun rays. And the same here, they remove the sun visors from here. So on the non-S variant, you don't get sun visors here. So obviously when you get sunlight from the right side, it keeps hitting your face straight, and this is very uncomfortable. You can't get away with that because the sun visors are really short on this car. They should have just got the one on the S variant, on the non-S variant as well, a sun visor over here, so that you could get that added protection. Unfortunately, you don't get that on the non-S variant here. There is soft touch plastic up here, and this is hard plastic, and this is also hard plastic, again hard plastic. So the Bottom portion of the dashboard is of hard plastic, but the quality is okay. The top one is really good. It's of really premium build quality, but still it exudes a really premium build quality inside the cabin of the Mini Cooper. Okay, since now there are just two windows in this car, you have the window controls here. These are really cool toggle switches. This is for the left side window, and this control is for the right side window, and this light is for the, I think, fog lights, and this is the door unlock and lock button. And this obviously is your typical AC controls over here, recirculation mode, AC mode, and there's a CD drive over here. Then you have this huge speedometer over here. This looks really cool. I really like it. And you have a digital date and time meter here. This is the controls for infotainment system. This is the dashboard. Tiny, but okay, enough. This is a tiny car. That's the rear. I'll show you how to access the rear seats, and I'll tell you if it's comfortable or not. So the front seat is actually adjusted to my driving position right now, and I'm 5'7". I'll try to get into the rear seat and show you how to get in. So there's a lever here. You'll just have to pull it and push this front. This is how you get in. Okay, it's not actually that bad, but the seat is actually a bit upright, so it's a little uncomfortable there. I don't have any knee space, just this much gap left. This is actually a very tiny car, so you got to be reasonable. But definitely you can sit behind for short distances. Kids can definitely sit behind here, there's no issues. It's good for kids, and if adults have to sit behind, you can sit for shorter trips. And getting in and out is a bit difficult, but it's not impossible. You can do it in the Mini Cooper. Now, before getting to the driving experience, if you guys like the review so far, please do hit the like button. Do consider subscribing to my channel, as this would help me a lot. So let's get to the driving experience now. So we're actually driving the Mini Cooper right now. It's really so much fun to drive this car. Just driving it even slowly, you can feel the immense handling capabilities of this vehicle. It's so direct and so pure. You just get that go-kart feeling. Even the seats are very supportive. The engine though is not that powerful. This being the non-S variant, has only around 122 bhp of power and 160 Newton meter of torque. So obviously that's not enough. Oh no, we have to take that left. Oh my god. Obviously performance is not that good. Even the transmission is actually a bit delayed. It actually holds onto the gears longer to give it a sporty feel, but it really isn't that sporty. So even if you put the acceleration down, the car takes a few seconds to move forward, so that's not good. I'm not sure what the gearbox is. The sound insulation is really good in this car, and the ride quality is firm but supple. Obviously this ride quality won't be that good on Indian roads because our roads are really bad. The roads here are very good, and that's why the ride quality seems supple. You might actually hear some thud noises. It's not that bad actually inside this vehicle. If this car was in India, definitely you'll hear much louder noises from the suspension and the interiors, but it's not that bad as you hear it on the vlog. See, I can't see what drive it is in right now, but I can see it is in P, it's in park. This is definitely an oversight by Mini Cooper. Once we're out of the city, I'll try to accelerate a bit more so that I can show you how the engine and transmission feels. I can't accelerate that much within the city limits. Oh my god, I should take that right. I missed it. That's an Alfa Romeo, the Giulia or Giulia, whatever it is. That's an awesome car. I think it has a Ferrari engine. Really awesome car. So anyways, coming to the drive and ride quality of this Mini Cooper, the non-S variant, it's actually very impressive. The driving, the handling is just simply superb. It's just sad that it doesn't have the power to match up the handling of this car. On a set of twisties, the Mini Cooper will rock definitely. Ride quality is firm but very supple. It feels like that because the roads in Australia are really very good. The build quality of the vehicle is really good. It's of very high standards, and both outside and inside the car looks simply amazing. And people always take a second look at the Mini Cooper. Still a rare car even here in Australia, I think. You can't see many Mini Coopers around. So obviously you get that special feel while you drive this car. I think the S variant has around 180 bhp and 240 Newton meter of torque, which is actually very impressive. Since this is a lightweight vehicle, and that's also a turbocharged engine. So this was the year 2012, and 2012 was the same year that Mini Cooper launched the same car in India as well. And I think it came with both the S variant and the non-S variant. The non-S variant, which has the same engine as this car, came in the convertible car, and the S variant came in the non-convertible version. But the price was ridiculously expensive. It was around 25 to 30 lakh rupees ex-showroom. People do comparisons with the Suzuki Swift in India, and it's one of the reasons why the Mini Cooper didn't do so well in India. But actually there's no comparison in terms of quality, in terms of ride and handling, in terms of everything. The Mini Cooper is way superior to the Suzuki Swift. The price obviously was on the higher side in India. If they priced it, I think 5 to 7 lakhs cheaper, Mini Cooper would have done well, but that wasn't the case, and that's the reason why Mini Cooper had to discontinue in the year 2014. But otherwise this car is really impressive. I'm really impressed with this car. I'm going to put my foot down. You guys can see how it accelerates. It will just be a short burst because I'm not sure where the speed cameras are here, and I might get fined. And this is actually a rental car, it's not my own car, so someone else will be paying the fine, and that's not the right thing to do. So let's accelerate right now. I'm going to accelerate, put my foot down. You can see the car actually delayed in going down the gear, and it was holding it back. It wasn't pushing the car forward. I think it's because of the low torque and the low horsepower figures in this vehicle. It wasn't moving forward at all, and that's actually disappointing. It just doesn't have enough power to go forward. But it's just enough for you to drive within the city, it's okay. But if you want performance, this definitely isn't the car for you. So performance wise, it's definitely disappointing. So what is my conclusion on the Mini Cooper non-S variant? Well, it's a great little car, and the only thing it lacks is performance. So this car is definitely good for your better half, or for any women drivers who don't care about the performance, because it has everything else going for it. It has good safety features, good ride and handling, enough performance for the city runabouts. I think it has okay fuel efficiency. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to check that out. So that's it for the review of the 2012 Mini Cooper non-S variant in the year 2023. Now I'll let you guys enjoy the view of the Australian roads. So do sit back, relax and enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and do hit the like button. Until next time, this is Stan signing out. Bye bye.